Okay, now we're going to talk about retargeting or remarketing. It's two terms to describe the exact same thing. I was actually going to make this one of my first videos because I think it's just absolutely so important, and very, very few business owners actually know about this. So I'm going to try to do my best to explain it here. By all means, you can just schedule an appointment with me and we can go through this if I'm not making sense. Basically what retargeting is this. Somebody comes to your website, and because they visited either your website or a page on your website, depending on how you've set this up, your website places a little piece of software on their computer. So you know that they're interested in something that you're doing, okay? And that is called a cookie. And that cookie will then be placed on an advertising platform that you're using for your retargeting. So whatever website is on that platform, it could be CNN, it could be Sports Illustrated, it covers 90% of the websites on the web and most of the major players. Okay, your ad will start appearing to that visitor across all of these different huge websites. So to your visitor, it looks like, holy smokes, Bob's Construction must have a pretty big budget. He's advertising on Sports Illustrated. He's advertising on CNN. My God, he's on the New York Times. Okay, that's how it appears to your prospects. From your point of view, though, and what in reality is happening, is that those ads, because they're tied to your visitors, are costing you significantly less than what you would ever pay for something like AdWords or even Facebook ads. You can do this on Facebook, and that's where I recommend you suggest, or I suggest that you start, because it's cheaper and it's easier to get started. So somebody comes to your website, they say, oh, that's pretty cool, Bob's Construction, and then they go continue on with the day and they go to Facebook and they say, holy smokes, there's Bob's Construction advertising on Facebook, that's cool. And the reason this is so effective, apart from the lower cost per click, is that people tend to need exposure to your brand and to your website over time before they begin to trust you and even take a simple action like booking an appointment with you. Okay, so when they start seeing your ads all over the web and you're advertising different things, never just bring them straight back to your homepage like I mentioned down below. They're going to say, okay, I've seen this quite a few times now. I still need those windows. So I better call Bob and find out what's going on. And that's just the way retargeting works. It's just repeated exposure to your brand over time at a very reasonable cost to you. And the reason I'm so excited about this is I know that a lot of you will be using AdWords, and I know a lot of you will be paying, some people pay $85 per click using the AdWords platform. Sometimes they average $10, some depending on your industry, but it's expensive. Okay, so if you're using AdWords, set up your retargeting program first. Okay, so what happens there is, okay, you'll pay $85 per click for that first visitor, but you can retarget or remarket to that visitor time and time again, and you don't have to pay that $85 each time. You'll pay probably 10 cents per click or something like that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And that's why I think it's so important to set up your retargeting before you do any kind of paid marketing program, especially AdWords. So I know it's a little complicated. I probably didn't describe it as well as I could. So if you want to discuss this, just book an appointment with me. In 15 minutes, we can go through this and I can clarify everything. But think about it, retargeting, Google it if you need more information, or just ask me, and it's so important. And you'll be miles ahead of your competitors if you do this. Okay? Thanks.